This is Kitzur Yomi as we begin Simin, chapter Tes Vav V'Halachis of Kaddish, Baruch Hu, etc. We like all the learning to be an incredible Zchos Aliyas Neshama from Menachem Mendel ben Yosef Yosba, whose yahrzeit is the day of this limud. And all the Kayach HaTorah should be an incredible aliyah for his neshama. Teaches the Kitzur Achar Yishtabeich Omer Sheikh Sibur Chatzi Kaddish. Ein Oimrim Kaddish Baruch Hu Ukdusha. Kaddish Baruch Hu Ukdusha are not said. Ve'ein Karim Ba'Torah Elo Basar Nashim Gdel. As we all know, unless there's going to be 10 adult men, people 13 years old. Baruch Atu Noi. Says the Kitzur, if there's not 10 when you say Yishtabeich, but there's 10 afterwards. After Yishtabeich, the Minyan shows up. Lo Yomer Ashliach Sibur Kaddish. In Kaddish, could only say Kaddish on a dover of Asara. So if you finished Yishtabeich, I'm like, oh shoot, there's no Minyan, then the Minyan comes in, you're messed up. So what do you do? Says the Kitzur, you should wait before saying Yishtabeich till 10 people come. Wait up till about a half hour. Not more. Ella. Yomi Yishtabeich liamtinu. You say Yishtabeich and wait. Say a few psukim. Mishnah Berurah, note 7 points out a few psukim from Psukim Zimra. Chatzi Kaddish. So this is a mistake that certainly could happen. The Minyan finishes, and then the Minyan waits, and then the Minyan shows up, and they just go straight to Kaddish. That is inappropriate. That is incorrect. Siv Beis, it says the Kitzur, Gadol Yeinu, what is a Gadol? Shavru Lashal Shas, they're 13 years old. V'nechlas Shas Arvei Asar. Someone al Chazaka teaches the Chaz, you rely on the Chazaka to Mistam Evishtei Sairais. We know that Be'etzim, in order for a child to become a Gadol, he needs 2 pubic hairs, Shtei Sairais, and 13 years old. So it teaches the Kitzur that for this halacha, we're saying on the Chazaka that we assume that every 13-year-old has Shtei Sairais. Kigoyin, for example, Shnal B'Rosh Chodesh Nisan, Eino Nasa Gadol Rosh Chodesh Nisan, the Hainu B'Tchilas L'Layla Shel Rosh Chodesh Nisan the night before, La'achar Shel Tzaz Yishana, Nasa Gadol, he becomes a Gadol. And 9 points out that the Mishnah explains that what this means is it's not calculated from the day he was born, but from the day of his birthday, and therefore, obviously, it starts the night before, and that's when he becomes 13. Continues the Kitzur, Kamin halachis, not such known halachas. Those who are born in Adar now will be excited. If you're born in Adar, a non-leap year, and the year you become a gadol, it's a leap year. So which month is your birthday? Adar Sheni. And note 10 quotes the Mishnah Berurah and Nun that says the first month is added on is not considered the real Adar. Let's say you're born a leap year in the first year, then Nase Gadol Gamkein Ba'adar Rishon. Let's say the flip side. Let's say it was a leap year. Nase Gadol Ushana Pshutas. What do you do now? Then Bein Shalom Ba'adar Rishon Adar Sheni Nase Gadol B'Yom Zeh Ba'adar Shalata. It is the day now in Adar. V'nims. Amein says the Kitzur Mayr math. Pa'amim nar shali kadim l'chaveiroi. A boy who was born before his friend. He's becoming an adult later. If 2 people are born in a leap year, and on the year of their birthday, it's a Shanim Shuta, it's not a leap year. And then the boy that's born on the 10th, he's considered bar mitzvah first before the boy that was born on the 20th of Adar Rishon. Do not count heads. We don't count. Yidden don't count. You don't count heads. And Shmuel called the people and he counted them through their animals. How do we count? That goes to 10. Some say the bracha of Moisedechem min haaretz. Yeshvai asara tevos. Sif Dalit, Shichachi Kol Azar B'Makom Echad. A halacha that unfortunately was quite common in Corona, but says the Kitzur, you have to have all 10 people in one place. If they're in two different rooms, even the door is open between two rooms, they're not mitzvah. The majority's in the shul. Are in a different room. From even on the threshold, from the threshold and inward, the Hainuk Shasagun is Adelis, Nimsa Makam Zalachotz, and be outside of a Pishata Pazech Masuach, we call Makam Nidain Killa Chotz. And we see a beautiful picture over here that if you're on the doorstop, it's going to be an issue. That's only to create the minyan. Once you have the minyan, then even if you hear it up and he says, no, should be in a different room, everyone could answer. Even if there's a lot of space between them, even an iron machitza cannot separate us. You can't have something filthy in between. And of course, we'll just point out, these are all dinei l'chatchila. Maybe many now are wondering, in Corona, what happened over here? We had people in different areas, and they were mitzdarif, different shitais, and in a makom atzarech, it will work. Very careful. An answer b'kavana mikol shkein mamini yishmei rabo. You have to answer with kavana. Shetzarach lekavin heitiv, a lot of intent. Shkoloin mamini yishmei rabo kol koichai v'kavanasa, all your strength, all your concentration. Koirin like Gizardina shel shivin shana rachmana litzlan. Someone could have 70 years of a negative decree, and you answer be kavana, it rips it all up. V'yishanas b'kol ram loudly. Shebekol zeh shoiver kol mekatregen, it destroys the heavenly prosecutors. Mevatakol gzeres kashais. We call makayim lo yitin kolos gedolos, not crazy loud, don't scream. So yisatzil b'nei adav yigun lavchei. You don't want people to make fun of you and cause them to do averis. Amein Amein Yehei Shmei Rabba v'chulu im tevas yes barach v'achi yishma min shtei chsibar v'yomer Amein. Note 23 points out there's different minhagim whether you say yes barach or not. And note 24 says it's not our minhag to say Amein to our own Amein Yishmei Rabba v'chulu. And we conclude with Sivav Yeshayim Shein Tzrichel Ha'amoid Kaddish Achkol Kaddish Shetfasei Ba'amida. However, those of Kaddish that caught him standing, that you're already standing, you should keep on standing. Meaning, the Kitzur is telling us to stand up when you hear Kaddish. That might not be absolute, but if you were standing, you can't sit down when you hear Kaddish. You always stand up. He got up. He's a guy, and yet a guy was come to Dvar Hashem. Hashem's nation. So one should stand. One should stand for Kaddish, for all Dvarim Shebekdusha. We'll pick it up from Sif Zayin in the next year. B'siyata Dishmaya.